Here in this video we will compare two deadly human warriors from two sci-fi universes. One is the Starcraft Terran Marine and the other is the Warhammer 40K Space Marine. We will take a look at different aspects concerning them and compare them to each other to see which one has an advantage against the other in a simulated combat situation. So let's first introduce the Terran Marine from Starcraft. Hailing from a bunch of planets far away from the solar system, the humans of this small burgeoning interstellar region, called the Cup Ruler Sector, have developed a high-tech society with devastating technologies and are surrounded by alien threats in the form of the Zerg, which are swarm species, and a psychic Protoss. In order to defend themselves from the Xeno threats and also from internal strife, a fighting force is formed and is composed of normal humans that are drafted and encased in powerful exo-armors, armed to the teeth with powerful guns. These are the Terran Marines, making up the bulk of the human fighting units from that region of space. On the other hand, from the Warhammer universe we have the Space Marines, which are considered the top of the line soldiers, enhanced with gene seed implants and trained from a young age to know only one thing: to fight for humanity against a multitude of enemies ranging from highly advanced alien species, psychers, heretics, chaos demons, and berserker greenskins, as well as a swarm alien species in the form of the Tyranids, which were the basis for the Zerg's conception in Starcraft as well. Let's compare firstly how they were recruited, starting with the Terran Marines. These soldiers, which are in the hundreds of thousands and probably millions, are composed of people from all walks of life. Many of them, though, especially in the lower ranks, are composed of criminals and ex-convicts which are drafted to either serve out their sentences or to earn their freedom via service. Then there are the higher ranks, which are of course drafted from society or they join voluntarily. The Space Marines, however, are all elite fighting units which were created in a very hardy manner and require a lot of physically enhancing procedures. The recruits are essentially young boys who are taken by the Space Marine chapters from their homeworlds and are made to undergo rigorous training and surgical procedures, which at the end of it all produces transhuman soldiers which are superior in every way to the baseline human. The main difference here is that the Space Marines are created for a specific purpose and are trained to the max, becoming superhumans with abilities that are based on fantasy, while the Terran Marines are just a means to an end. While the Terran Marines do get their drug enhancers and certain technologies, they are in essence still normal humans, while the Astartes or the Space Marines are all like Captain America's, meaning they are superhuman specimens. The Space Marines have to be able to survive surgical procedures that would otherwise kill any normal man. They receive 19 new organs in total, ranging from the Betcher's gland that enables them to spit acid, to the black carapace, a subcutaneous membrane that links the Space Marine's nervous system, to the neural controls inside his power armor. While still technically human, they possess 2 hearts, 3 lungs, and imposing physiques that grant them the ability to easily overpower most adversaries and capable of shattering bones with bare hands, and they can heal or clot their wounds almost instantaneously from shots that would otherwise kill a normal man. Now let's take a look at their powered armors, both of those. The Terran Marine has what is called a CMC suit, which appears to be a technologically advanced exoskeleton designed for military use. Piston-powered legs enable the soldier inside the suit to be able to move swiftly and make long jumps and also to dash up steep slopes. The armor is said to be invulnerable to small arms fire and can also take quite a few hits from high caliber rounds. With the CMC power suit, a Terran Marine stands approximately 2.13 meters tall, or more than 7 feet, and can run at speeds of up to 36 kilometers per hour. It can fully function in space with its life support systems, creating a livable environment for the soldier inside of it, and it also possesses a full nuclear, biological, and chemical protection suite. The outer shell of the armor is composed of 80% depleted uranium and 20% titanium, and has a resin composite inner shell. And to top it all, each suit is powered by a small nuclear fusion power cell that can last for weeks or even months. The Space Marine also has a very impressive armor, which has its origins in the latter period of the Dark Age of technology, a time when humanity was at the apex in scientific knowledge and was regarded as one of the most advanced species in the galaxy, and not just a sector of space. A Space Marine's power armor is constructed from durable ceramide plates, providing exceptional resilience. Linked to the wearer through neural cables connected in the black carapace, the implant, the armor replicates movements, granting impressive agility despite its weight. Almost instantaneously, augmenting the strength and also maintaining vital signs, the suit enhances the Space Marine's already superhuman abilities, maximizing killing potential to the max. They are 2.3 meters tall or 7.5 feet tall and can withstand even 50 caliber rounds and laser weaponry, enabling the Marine to move at speeds approaching 70 kilometers per hour, twice that of the Terran Marine. And it also has a full life support system with full NBC protection as well as powered by a nuclear reactor on the power back. These Astartes also have a very fast reflex speed, which is usually calculated in the milliseconds, and thus they are very nimble despite their bulkiness. So the suits are both almost of the same size. They both have NBC protection and can fully function in the vacuum of space. They are both invulnerable to small arms fire, but while the Space Marine suit can also withstand 50 caliber rounds and also laser weaponry, which is not the case for the Terran CMC suit. They are both powered by nuclear reactors, miniaturized versions at least, which are capable of powering the life support systems and the technologies inside of them for extended periods of time. The suit of the Space Marine enables the Astartes to move twice as fast as the Terran Marine, but to be fair, both suits only enable the wearer to move at the same speed they would have without the armor on. But while the Terran Marine is input with various HUDs or head-up displays and computers to allow the wearer to walk around and function properly, the Space Marine has the advantage of being one with the suit, with the black carapace implant acting as a liaison with the armor and therefore becoming a singular entity, moving and reacting as fast as the Marine would have without any lapse time. So now let's take a look at the external factors that would otherwise influence this comparison, and what better aspect to focus on than their weapons. Let's take a look at the Terran Marine first, their C-14 rifle, which is their main weapon of choice or standardized weapon. This Gauss rifle fires an 8mm depleted uranium spike at hypersonic speeds exceeding 1500 meters per second. It utilizes a two-stage system. A conventional propellant fires the shell, followed by a railgun style acceleration to achieve hypersonic velocity. This Gauss rifle's power lies in the high-speed armor penetrating capabilities, with the depleted uranium spike being 3 times heavier than steel and allowing the projectile to penetrate 2 inches of steel, twice more than the 50 caliber round. They also have flamethrowers, which are wielded by the firebats, but let's brush that off aside as no Space Marine would be caught dead in a flamethrower, lol. Now let's take a look at the main weapon of choice for the Space Marine from the Warhammer universe, the Bolter. This is the standardized weapon of an Astartes, and its bullet size is comparable to a 20mm autocannon. It employs a 30-round magazine and utilizes a dual propulsion system. Firstly, the traditional propellant that shoots out the bolt, and this is then followed by a rocket fuel which ignites and increases the speed of the projectile to the hypersonic range. Upon firing, a bolt penetrates its target before detonating. It boasts a muzzle velocity 10 times faster and 1 times the power of a conventional .75 caliber round, and it is said to be able to penetrate 4 inches of steel before exploding. Something noteworthy is its remarkable full auto capability, firing bursts of 4 rounds with exceptional accuracy. Thus, this basic weapon of the Space Marine has twice the penetration power of the C-14 Gauss rifle, and therefore brings up the question, if the Terran Marine's weapon in all its glory can even pierce through the thick ceramite armor of an Astartes, something which the Bolter itself just barely manages to do so with its hypersonic adamantium-tipped explosive round. So lastly, before we come to the conclusion, Space Marines also possess a wide range of special abilities, like being able to survive in vacuum for quite a while, to heal or clot wounds in a matter of seconds, and they also have the ability to spit acid, to cocoon themselves in hardy environments, also to gain memories of others by ingesting their flesh, and the Space Marines can also develop psychic abilities, with the most powerful ones fully embracing them and becoming librarians. Anyway, the Terran Marine has none of these, and this is not an insult to them, but they are basically just humans from a neglected sector of space, with a few of them having the ability to tap into the psychic abilities, and these are then drafted into the Ghost unit, so they are not Terran Marines. So in the end, the Space Marines are better trained and have special abilities that none of the Terran Marines possess. The Astartes are twice faster with a higher reflex speed and an intellect that is trained to deduce every situation to a tactical point of view. Alright, they are around the same size and can survive similar environments, but the ceramite armor of the Space Marine's power armor is more resilient. It seems to be able to withstand deadlier rounds than the CMC of the Terran Marine does. This is evident by the ability of the C-14 rifle of the Terran Marine to penetrate the CMC-powered suit of another Terran Marine. But with our inference here, it is really doubtful that the C-14 is able to pierce the ceramite power armor of a Space Marine. Well, it's simple math here. It is stated that the C-14's 8mm spike can penetrate 2 inches of steel, but on the other hand, the bolter can get through 4 inches of steel, while at the same time needing a few direct hits to get through the Space Marine power armor. Hence, the C-14 cannot penetrate the Space Marine armor in any case whatsoever. So not only can the Space Marines outmaneuver, outthink the Terran Marines, they are also invulnerable to their primary weapons, meaning in any case they find themselves in combat, it'll be a massacre. The Space Marines will be having chicken dinner. So if you like this video, then check this other one as well, and you wanna browse for other Warhammer content, then check out our channel please. Subscribe and like for support, and bang that bell icon for notifications. Till the next time, take care boys.